DaRealP, baby.
Ultimate Madness 2, round 1 is in the books, you heard me? And we got some shit to talk about, you feel me? So before we get into what we about to talk about, let's just talk about my bracket for 2,500. That's busted. That's busted. That's busted off top. It's 3 battles busted my bracket. So that's where we at with it. Shout outs to the squad for helping me fill it out, you know what I'm saying? But we about to get into this battle, man. It was some things about this card, you feel me, that was a little lackluster, that was a little underwhelming. It also was some things that made me question really what's going on with the culture right now. So we about to get into it. First off, Franchise versus Tink. I had Franchise winning that joint. Tink pretty much came out and showed the difference. You feel me? Like Tink was head and shoulders above Franchise, so deservedly so. He won that battle. Emerson Kennedy, again, you know, with the whole face off that he had with the chain link dashiki, you know what I'm saying? I kind of felt like I knew he was gonna come and wig, so he won his battle, of course, as we thought he should. We had Wavy beating Steams, pretty much a consensus that should have happened. So we had Bill Collector pretty much zip up YK, you know what I'm saying? YK came with a lot of energy, but again, like I say, when it comes to this shit, it's a difference, you know what I'm saying, in the levels, and Bill just showed you the difference in them levels. So far, like I said, we got Emerson Kennedy beating Glue Easy as we expected. We had Bill Collector beating YK as we expected. We had Wavy beating Steams as we expected. We had Danny winning his battle as we expected. Now let's talk about the 4 battles that I really want to get into. You know, that's a quick run through. You feel me? The VODs for the event gonna be up on the app. To all my app gang members, you already know the vibes with that. But let's get into the battles that I really want to talk about. And with that being said, we gonna land at Loso versus Nun, which was, I'm pretty sure, a clear vote consensus wise for Loso to take that battle versus Nun. On the Caffeine app, Loso was winning by over 90% on the votes on a lot of brackets. Once he lost, spoiler alert, he lost. You know, Nun beat Loso. Once he lost, that pretty much busted 99% of the brackets because Loso was a heavy favorite. So and to see Nun, like, for me not to know a lot about Nun, to see him spaz the way. Now personally, I gave the battle to Loso. I wasn't mad if you gave the battle to Nun based off what he did in the ring. You feel me? I'm not that familiar with Nun, but I'm gonna get a little more familiar with him because he did what he did. But the thing is, it was a letdown from Loso to 30 JC the way that he did, and to come and lose to a Nun who's not even on the caliber of a JC was just an eye opener for me. So that had the event looking a little weird right there. So once we get there, we go to Franchise versus Tink. You feel me? And I call Franchise to win this joint. I definitely called for him to beat Tink. You know, Tink's been locked for what, about 3 years now, so he just got out. So of course he got bars he been sitting on. And to be honest with you, when the battle started, Franchise came out the first round wigging. Tink came with what he came with. I just felt like the first round from Tink wasn't enough. Then we got the second and third round Tink that I guess everybody was anticipating, and Franchise kind of let off the gas, and just like that, Tink took that. You feel me? So what I'm noticing is a trend is just like the daylight. When these battle rappers rust, it's no rust, man. This time is not creating rust. This time is creating preparation and delivery, because Tink delivery was A1, just as Daylight delivery was against Rocket and On X. You feel me? Like, they delivery and their material and what they had to say seemed like it had a lot of preparation behind it. So the whole mantra of thinking that time off is gonna create rust is not right. That time off is creating rest, and they're doing what they need to do properly with their rest. So we got Tank upsetting Franchise, in my bracket at least. We got Nun upsetting Loso. So that's one half of the four horsemen that's in the tournament. So then we go to the other half of the four horsemen that's in the tournament when we talk about Saga, Sensei Saga. Now we all know what happened to him. We all remember what happened to him on Known X. We all remember the choke against Mike P, the stumble, the bumble, the bringing the cop out, and the angle not really hitting as hard as it could because of the first two rounds. Third round was good. First two rounds was bad. We jerseyed and choked through the whole battle. So with that being said, we thinking Saga is definitely got redemption on his mind. You feel me? Like for a person that gets through all their battles as clean as he does, a person that really is not known for choking or slipping or anything like that, for them to slip up in a battle, you expect that their next battle they're going to show improve. That's what I was banking on. For one, I feel like Saga is a better battle rapper than Holmes. Period. That's just my personal beliefs. I know Holmesy be cooking. I've seen him. You know what I'm saying? I've seen him in action. He be cooking. But Saga is a better battle rapper to me. So with that being said, on top of the fact that I feel like Saga had something to prove for the fact that he choked his last battle, I just felt like he was going to come with way too much for Holmesy and it was going to overwhelm him. And boy, was I wrong. Holmesy cooked. First, second, third round. I'm talking about he cooked up like a fucking chef. He needed an apron. You feel me? Saga pretty much did a lot of stumbly, bumbly. He choked the first round. The second round, he didn't necessarily choke, but it was a lot of stumbling, a lot of bumbling. Then we get to the third round, and it's a lot of the same. The round is just not executed well. The material was good. The execution was not. And when you're facing a Holmesy that went off the way that Holmesy went off, you have no room for error. Holmesy had some godlike rounds, but they were beatable. You know what I'm saying? So when you bring that error to your bars and shit like that, you just pretty much gift wrapping the round for Holmesy. So Holmesy the guy took that, rightfully so. You feel me? And throughout this whole tournament, I go through every battle that, even though I called Loso after watching the battle and they said none won, I still understood that. It still makes sense. It was one of them joints where you be like, I got Loso 2-1, but if you call none 2-1, I ain't too mad at you. You feel me? So out of all the battles we had on the card, the only one that I disagreed with the decision was the Mike P and Ryder battle. Now, we anticipated this to be the main event. We anticipated this to be the best battle. I feel like it was the best battle. It definitely lived up to main event hype. I'm glad they saved it for last. Now, in the first round, it's Ryder. He's going first. Mike P's going second. The first round, Ryder comes out wigging. As do Mike P, the first round. A lot of people had the first round debatable. I really edged the first. See, it's crazy because I want to edge the first to Ryder, but I want to edge the third to Ryder. But we'll get into that. So, watching it the first time, I edged the third to Ryder, but after like really letting all the bars like marinate in my head, I realized that Ryder took the first, edged it. I felt like Ryder's second round scheme just completely total Mike P. And although Mike P had a rebuttal for it in his second round, I feel like it didn't hit. It didn't work. So I felt like Ryder won the second clear. The third round was a little debatable in my opinion. The first watch I gave it to Ryder, but like I said, after I let the bars marinate and I remembered a couple bars that the judges spit out that Mike P said, I think I edged it to Mike. All in all, I gave the battle to Ryder. The judges called it split down the middle. We had 2 for Ryder. We had 2 for Mike P. And it came to the fan vote, which was already voted before the judges made their selections. And the fan vote had Mike P winning 52% over Ryder 48%. I felt like let me just keep it a buck. I felt like Ryder got robbed, bruh. Like, I don't know how you was watching this battle and felt like Mike P won the battle. I can understand if you felt like he won a round. You know what I'm saying? But if you felt like he debatably won this round, then that other debatable round, you had to get a Ryder because Ryder went crazy. Mike had no answer for Ryder's second round. And, you know, Mike ended his third round off real strong, but it started not so great. And Ryder's third round was solid from the beginning to the end. So in my opinion, through the whole event, and y'all let me know in the comments, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the subscribers, everybody in the building, you know the vibes. Y'all let me know in the comments if I'm bugging or not, you feel me? I just feel like Ryder got robbed, you know what I'm saying? And I'm nobody to make any decisions, but I got an opinion, you feel me? And in my perspective, I felt like, you know, he got robbed. And I'm not going to go into the whole conspiracies of, you know, caffeine and people being partners with caffeine and all that shit like that. But at the end of the day, Ryder got robbed. But that was the first round, and it was pretty entertaining. We had a couple battles that was underwhelming. The Saga battle was not great just because he didn't show up. The franchise Tink battle was really underwhelming. The Loso Nunu battle was pretty good. The Wavy Steams battle was underwhelming. You know what I'm saying? The Bill Collector YK battle was good. The Mike P. Ryder battle was the best battle of the night, you feel me? So it was some good battles on the card. I just had a bad taste in my mouth for the vote for Mike P over Ryder, to be honest with you. I felt like it should have went the other way. But you know what I'm saying? Shout outs to everybody. Everybody tuned in. Shout outs to the squad, man. I'll holler at y'all next time. Y'all know the vibes and stay up.